Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. I'm going to show you how to get started on the greeting card project. First, you'll want to open up Eclipse. Then you'll need to go to our Android homepage. You'll want to scroll down to Unit 6 and Unit 5, and open up the Drawing demo program. Now, of course, the Drawing demo program comes from a package named com.example.drawing. Keep in mind that when we begin this project in Eclipse, we might use a different package name, and also we might have a different class name. Probably not. Just make a note that this is main activity, and we'll try to keep it the same. Okay, here goes. I'm going to copy and paste all of this code to my clipboard. And now I'm going to go back to Eclipse and begin a new Android project. I'm going to name the project Greeting Card, with no space, of course. I'm going to change the package name to what Mr. Minnick always recommends, com. And then your name. If your name's John Doe, you would type perhaps John Doe here. Just something that's unique that you don't think anybody else at your company would have the same package name. Okay, so I'm going to just name this John Doe. Greeting card, where that's the name of the application, as you see, is put in there as default. You have to determine what your target SDK is. Maybe I'll bump that up to API 13 or API 18, which is Android 4.3. I click Next. These typically we take the defaults. We click Next. I take these defaults as well. And I just want a blank activity, a blank screen to use in this project, so I click Next. And just make a note that the activity name is main activity. You could change this to greeting card if you'd like, and that probably would make sense, so let's do that. And I click Finish. Okay, so now I have an empty project. I don't want to see the interface here of this XML file. I'm going to close that file. I'm going to come over here to my Package Explorer and go into the Java source code, go into my package that I just created, com.johndoe greeting card, and I'm going to open up the file greetingcard.java. This is code that Android gave to me for free. I'm going to delete it and paste in there the code that we copied from Mr. Minnick's Unit 5 Drawing demo program. Now we need to make some changes here, especially the things that are squiggly marked in red. From Mr. Minnick's website, it says main activity there as the name of the class. A moment ago we just named it greeting card. And the package, as you can see here in your Package Explorer, should be com.johndoe or whatever your name is that was unique. Okay, we also need to change that package name there to greeting card, all lowercase, no spaces. Okay, I guess I can get rid of that warning there. I can get rid of this warning. I can make room for my name at the top of this program. You're responsible for putting the correct information here in the correct format. I'm just putting that in there for now. Okay, in this program, it starts with the onCreate method when it executes. This just sets up the interface. The interface is coming from this demo view layout file, which is under layout. And oh no, I'm sorry, it's not coming from that file. It's actually coming from this private inner class. Notice this, a class within a class. This is one way to organize your code here. And in this demo, none of this really matters for anything that we're going to be doing. So we're going to scroll down. And all of the action is going to happen here in the onDraw method. Sort of like form paint was in Visual Basic that we studied a couple years ago. All of the code here just executes from top down and draws a hopefully pretty, aesthetically pleasing interface painted on the screen. Remember that Y increases from the top of the activity screen to the bottom, just like it does in every other graphic interface that we've studied. X, the x-axis increases from left to right. Okay, that's been noted. I use these variables x and y later on in this code, this example code. This is totally over indented. This should not be indented so far. I'm going to hit just one tab there. You can fix this tab up. When I copy and paste it from my web page, some of the tabs aren't treated consistently like they are in Java here, so it'll be up to you to fix this. And we don't need that to be outdented, so we plug that in there. Okay, check it out. We create a paint object which gets used throughout the rest of this. We perhaps set the style here for fill, and we're going to make the background of the screen white. A built-in color to Java, of course, color.white, and there's another way to do that, which I'm deleting the comments that explain that. Okay, from here on, you can draw simple shapes like circles. You can create rectangles. You can do many other shapes if you read the API. I'm going to get rid of this second circle here. I don't need it. Although it did have a smoother outline because anti-aliasing was turned on. And here's a rectangle. Of course, you would use draw rect to create a perfect square if you needed a perfect square. I'm going to start this program a while. Hopefully I have an emulator ready. Let's check my emulators. Yes, I do have an emulator built for Android 4.3, the target SDK of this application. Hopefully Eclipse is smart enough to automatically invoke that emulator when I click this run button here. I'm going to click run and choose Android application, of course, as the type of project I'm running here. And in a minute or two, we'll see the emulator pop up here and run this program. Okay, you may or may not choose to figure out how to draw lines with this move to and line to methods that are used with a path object. That might be a way to get the job done, whatever your greeting card calls for. You can also just paint text, draw text on your screen. That's pretty self-explanatory. We've been doing that since our Visual Basic days 2 years ago. Wow, you can even rotate text. That's pretty complicated stuff. Just a matter of reading the API. Hey, let's go check the API a while. I'm going to slide over here to a browser window, and either going from Mr. Minnick's website or just Google searching Android SDK and perhaps the Canvas class, because that's where most of these interesting methods like draw rect are found. And here are all the methods that you can use in this assignment. You can do all kinds of things. You can even mix your own colors here with red, green, and blue, like we've done before in Visual Basic again. You could even take bitmap pictures, GIFs and JPEGs, I believe, or at least PNGs, PNG files, and you can bring a graphic into this window. Like we've seen, you can draw circles. You can draw lines without using that path. You can just draw a simple line segment. Draw ovals. Draw points. All kinds of things. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing your greeting card. Let's see what's happening here. Is the emulator popping up? I don't see it yet. Maybe it's hiding out behind here. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm going to run my project again. I'm looking right now at this at the console window here to see why it's not starting. And looks like we're having a problem. I'll get back to you here shortly. After looking into my problem, I can't run an emulator because the Windows server is having problems right now. My account has used up all its hard disk space. So I'm not going to be able to show you this program in an emulator, but you could just follow my steps and execute it for yourself. And of course, edit all of this code to make a nice greeting card. Thank you for watching.